Mic check. Hold. Let me get some music up in here. Let me get the music jumping in here one time. Yo, I say yo. I say yo. Mic check. What it do? Welcome to another edition of Mic Check here with the one and only Project MC. We got another good one for today, y'all. Yo. We got Ramsey Haynes. Okay, Ramsey Haynes in the building today. Listen, we on a Haynes family tour. All right, we're on a Haynes family tour. The whole family is talented, and y'all mean we gotta have the youth of the family up here on the show. That's what I do, baby. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and bring your Ramsey real quick. Now listen. Let me tell y'all now. This girl is amazing. Okay, songstress, amazing singer. Amazing. No funnies. All right, no funnies at all. Let's get to it. Let's go. Where she at though? Where she at though? Yo. Hey! Say what?
Can you hear me?
Nah, I can't hear you.
Oh shoot! What?
Nah.
Okay.
And then Zoom not trying to let you be great.
Why is that like that?
I hear you a little bit.
So stupid.
Say something real quick.
Hello?
Yeah, there we go. We good. Ladies and gentlemen, now I gotta put the music back on because I gotta give you the proper. Nah, hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, Ramsey is here. She is. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful, the amazing, the talented, so just great. Ramsey is here. Ramsey Haynes in the building, y'all. Ramsey Haynes is in the building. Ramsey, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. How are you feeling today?
As you see, I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. It is always a great thing to be in front of wonderful talents, young talents such as yourself. So I'm honored that, you was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a little bit of my time today. I think I can do that for you.
I'm so excited with you today.
For sure. Let me go ahead and put this down. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready, and I think we should just go ahead and jump straight into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, I have on the Zoom today, right? I got Ramsey Haynes. I met Ramsey. Me and her did a show it was a nephew, Tommy from Steve Harvey Morning Show. He had a gala, right? A Christmas gala, and this young woman was amazing. All right, she sung, and I was like, yo, that's really wild, because she's so young, and it's like she sound like she been doing this for, like, she sound like she's 27, like voice is developed, good to go, and all of that. And I'm like, yo, who this? I'm like, that's Ramsey Haynes from the Haynes family. I'm like, yo, she's dope, gotta connect. But yes, singer, songstress, just an amazing overall personality. Ramsey, again, I thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much.
For sure. So before we jump into this, anything you want to say about yourself in case you feel like that needs to be known right away about you?
You kind of did it all for me. I'm Ramsey. I'm 14 years old. I'm a singer-songwriter and soon-to-be producer.
Yes, give me your producer bag. Yes.
I love people. I love singing for people. I love making people happy with my music, and I'm just really excited today.
For sure. And again, shout out to you and your entire family. I had JoJo on the last thing. I was like, yo, because even talking to her, I was like, yo, this entire family is just great, from her to you to the moms and pops. Y'all remind me a lot of my family, and that's why I think I love y'all so much, because everybody has a hustle. Everybody supports each other in their hustles, and it's just always on the grind. So again, I commend you. I commend the entire family.
Yes, I love everything about you. You are amazing.
Thank you. All right, so let's jump into it. So Ramsey, you've been pretty much pursuing music since you were 9 years old, right? So if I recall, it was a fashion show where you pretty much made your debut, right? All right, so since you've been doing it since you were 9, what would you say was the moment when you decided you want to take it for real? Like you want to actually dedicate your life to making this an actual career?
Yes, that fashion show was definitely the day that I realized that this is something that I want to do. Because I remember when I had finished singing, I ran to my dad because he was right behind stage and he picked me up and like I was crying. I was so overly sensitive and so emotional. But I was really happy to one, see a smile on his face because making my dad proud is something that's very important to me. Making my whole family proud is something that's very important to me. But then the audience, while I was singing, how much they loved me, how they were interacting with me, and how all the compliments that I got after was just like, just imagine if I was singing my own song. I just was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I was built for. This will make me so happy. So I think that was what I realized. This is what I want to do.
What was the song that you sung, if you remember? What was it that?
Heroes, we could be heroes.
Okay, I got you. So in that moment, what was the energy like for you? Right, first time being on stage in front of people. What was that for you?
It was amazing. Like I was so nervous at first, but once I like let loose, like the energy was great. People were clapping, everyone was happy and smiling. Like it was all positive energy, all positive vibes. So nothing was overwhelming. I wasn't scared, upset, or nothing. It was amazing. And all the people there that helped me, Miss Laura, she made my dress and everything. She had everything set for me. She made me so comfortable with everything. So it was definitely great.
That's dope. That's dope. I mentioned earlier that you come from really a family of hustlers, a family of people who all have their own passion. What kind of impact does that have on you to come from a family where everyone is doing something? What does that have on you?
It makes you stay so motivated. It's just like you have people in your family, my family, that are doing their own things and wanting to accomplish their own goals. This just makes you want to continue to accomplish your own. And then just being able to see people do what they love, see my family happy with the things that they're trying to accomplish, just makes me happy. So overall, it's just a lot of happiness and a lot of motivation.
Having such a strong family aspect, what do you think is the impact of that strong togetherness today, right? Because at times like this, family is such an important thing. What do you think is the impact of family today?
Real impact family today? Family is very important. Family has always been important, and it makes you realize to cherish every moment that you have with them, to always support them in what they're doing, always look out for them, take care of them. And during times like these, you want to make sure everyone's healthy, everyone's doing well. And I feel like it brings you together as a family. It brings you so much closer, and that's what I love so much.
Do you feel like it's important for you to try and find your own sound so quickly? Or do you think it's better to just, while you're still young in your career, just play around with sounds and experiment and just really try different things?
Honestly, I would say both. I mean, I definitely have found my own sound, but I've definitely tried to move around, experience different things. There's nothing wrong with experiencing and trying different sounds and really figure out, okay, this is me, but this is also me. But at the end of the day, make sure that you have your sound and it's who you are, not somebody else.
What would you say, what best describes your sound for you?
That's a good question.
That's the question like every artist gets asked, and they're like, I don't know, listen for yourself.
I would say I feel like I'm all over the place sometimes. I definitely think I have a really soulful voice sometimes, and I'm very R&B. Thank you. Very R&B like. Just a mixture of soul and R&B is really where I stand, because not only do I can do like a little fast little something, but I love slow songs, and people really love hearing me sing like loud, soulful songs. So I would think that would what my sound is.
I wanted to go check out some of the records that you had on SoundCloud and Spotify, and I played the latest record is I'm So in Love. Is that it? I played that, and I was like, yo, there's no way homegirl is the age that she says she is. There's no way. There's no way. Because again, you have such a voice where just listening, it sounds like it's somebody who's older, who's like vocally more developed, and then you realize you meet the person, and no, I'm just 14, fam, huh?
I get that a lot.
I'm sure you do. And it's like, yo, that is really dope that to be so young and already have that amount of sound and talent stacked in your voice already. Just imagine when you get to your 20s, you get to your late teens, your 30s. It's like what you can where you at now is already here. And most people are already like right here. So if you here now, when you then you gotta get older, that's where, you know what I mean?
Yes, I always talk to my mom all the time. Like, I listen to old videos of me, and I'm like, my voice sounds so different. Literally cannot wait to hear what it sounds like when I'm 16, 18, 23, 45. Like, I'm so excited to see it progress so much. And a lot of people, when they speak to me as well, they don't expect me to be 14. I make sure I have a great mindset, mature mindset when I'm speaking to people. But it's just generally how I am. Like, it's just a good thing.
That's real. And again, that's why, like, when I see you, it automatically makes me think of me, right? I don't sing, but it's like the family background that you have, the being said, you seem much more mature and more developed in your talent than most people are at your age. That's why I'm like, yo, Ramsey Haynes is really, really dope. Like,
thank you.
Extremely, extremely dope. What do you say? What do you credit that mature mindset and just mature talent wise? What do you credit that to?
Can you elaborate for me?
Like, what would you say is the reason behind it? Like, why you seem to be so mature and seem to have such a more just all around mature setting when it comes with you?
I think it's just definitely how my parents raised me. They wanted me to make sure I had a good mindset, to be really level-headed, to make sure that I know what I want, I know who I am as a person, I know my worth, and to never ever do childish things, unhealthy things are not good for me, that are inappropriate, that are immature. Like, and I realize I get so irritated with immature people because I'm like, I can't do that. But it just makes sure that I have a good mindset for the future, just in general, to always be positive, to always speak right, to have a good mindset on a bunch of topics, like just how, and like when I talk to my dad, like it's like two grown folks are talking to each other. Like, it's amazing the conversations we have. Like, I'm such an intellectual, like I just love it so much. So they shout out to pops and moms for raising me right.
Gang. I feel you on that. What would you say are some like the usual challenges that come with pursuing a passion for music while also still growing up a young teenage girl?
I think balancing out being a teenage girl and then also having a career at the same time, pursuing a career. I tend to definitely forget that I'm a kid sometimes. And it's really hard because you want to go out, you want to do teenager things, but sometimes you can't do that. You have to sit aside to focus on the thing that you love, your passion, and make sure that's on a roll and you're doing the things that are going to help it. But I'm blessed to have friends that are really understanding on why I can't go out sometimes or that I'm busy, which is amazing. But I definitely have to remember to be a kid, but also do what I love at the same time. So it's just all about balance. I think that's the hard thing.
So when you're not being, Ramsey the superstar, right, that you are, what are some of the more so regular things that you like to indulge in?
I watch a lot of anime.
Favorite anime?
Death Note right now is my go-to. Okay. And I'm watching Haikyuu and Demon Slayer. So and a bunch of other
I haven't gotten into those. Can you tell me about those? I haven't dug that deep into anime. I'm like at the beginner level. But like, what's those two? Death Note and
Haikyuu is about this boy. He's very short and he wants to play volleyball. And he goes against this big team. Like, they're all bigger than him. The thing about him, he's so, what's the word? Underestimated because he's short, but he has hops. So he can hop really high.
I can relate.
He can jump and he's great at volleyball. And then Demon Slayer is all about this guy and his family all got slaughtered by, which is deep, slaughtered by by a demon. And so his sister is still half human, half demon. So his goal is to become a demon slayer, fight all demons, and find a cure for her. So
I might have to dive into these. Right now, I'm trying to get into My Hero Academia.
Yes.
I'm trying to get into that, you know. And then I've been such a Dragon Ball fan for so long, and they were like, that's the first surface basic. I'm like, but it's Dragon Ball, and like I love it so much.
Naruto, everyone has had to see that. Like, you haven't
I've never seen Naruto. I'm not gonna lie, like growing up, when I would like see like clips of it, I'm just like, now I'll go back and check it out because it seems more interesting now. But like growing up, it was only Dragon Ball for me. Like that was just like it.
But I also I bake a lot. I am a baker. People would never expect from me. I also watch a lot of movies, and I sing, and I play the piano, and I do guitar. What's really weird is that some people like to take a break from things that they do. I never get bored of it at all. Like it brings me so much peace. Singing, playing the piano, doing the guitar, like it just makes me so happy. That's really what I do for my free time. Oh, and see my girls.
The music for you, just as much as it is a career, is also like a vice and like a peacemaker for you. I see a lot of times where sometimes artists can separate it, like, I only do this for like a career, and then like outside of it, they're like no connections to it at all. But with you, it's like, nah, I breathe this, I live this. Playtime, no playtime. This is what I know.
My whole life, because it's so weird. Even when I'm not doing music, I always find, like, my friends always find some way to get me to sing, which is what I love so much, because I love singing.
Being that you've been doing this since you were 9 and you're now 14, I'm sure you've learned some lessons along the way, right? Some valuable lessons about the music business, things you might not have been privy to before. What are some of the things, if you don't mind sharing, some of the more important lessons you've learned along the way?
To be involved in your career, to never let anybody try to decide things for you, to come between what you were trying to do, make decisions for you. You need to let people know that you are the boss. This is your work. This is your career. This is yours. I think I've definitely had unprofessional people before and, try to make decisions for me. And I'm a very independent person. Like, I like doing things on my own. And I make sure people know at the table that this is what I want. This is what I'm asking to do. And if you want to do something like, hey, can we do this? To ask me first, because then you're going to have somebody who is running what you love, doing things for you. And that's you want to be involved and make sure that you are in charge.
So when it comes to that, how do you feel about necessarily signing to a record label? I know what that means.
I have no issue with signing with a label. You get contracts, you read through everything. If it's something that I agree with and what I want to do, then I would have no problem with it. I would definitely make sure at the same time that I still let people know that I am independent as well, that I still do things for myself, things that I can't necessarily do under the label. But I think you can have a balance. Just depending who it is and who you're with, you can also, do things on your own, but then they'll also tell you to do things. So I honestly would not have a problem with that. But at some point, I do want to have my own record label, so have my own business. So I think that would be a fun experience as well. So
be able to get to the side of, I've been an independent and I've also been signed. The other thing that I see a lot is artists not necessarily signing to a label, but they get partnerships with like Spotify or Apple Music or even a label for distribution. So I think that's definitely something that more artists will begin to look at that as an alternative. Like, hey, I'm not going to sign to you. I'll work with you and partner with you, but I don't want to sign my entire rights away to you.
Yeah, definitely.
So with doing all that, right, what would you say is another lesson that you've also learned along the way?
To have fun. I think people have a tendency to get really serious and so overwhelmed with things that they forget that this is the thing that you love. It's going to be stressing you out. To make sure that what you're doing, you have some type of fun with it. Of course, there's going to be times where you need to be really serious and be bossy-like and kept together. But make sure you're fun in the studio with performances, having great energy when you're talking, connecting with people. Like, don't always be so serious or let it be a point where it's like, this is stressing me out.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to have that point where you step back for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't, you'll get consumed, and it'll pretty much eat you up and spit you out. Because this is a tough business. Music business,
Mm-hmm.
it's not is one of the hardest businesses to get into, if not the hardest. Right? 'Cause
Yes.
music and entertainment, it looks all glamorous on from the front, but if you look behind the scenes, it's a whole
Lot more.
whole different ball game. When doing that, how do you keep yourself from becoming overwhelmed? Right? Like what do you do for that?
Yes, I have a lot of coping mechanisms because I'm definitely a very anxious, overwhelmed person. I'm not afraid to show that I can be very vulnerable or sad sometimes because things get stressful, things get overwhelming. I run a lot. Running is a good way to release steam for me, to release stress. Writing music, of course, I do that a lot, but also just breathing and taking a minute to just calm down and bring yourself to a good headspace. It's like, it's okay, talk to yourself, but I also listen to music a lot. I plug in my headphones. If I'm feeling overwhelmed, I need a break, I plug in my headphones and I just get back in my zone. So it's just a lot of, over the years, because when I was younger, I was definitely way more overwhelmed, but you learn how to cope with everything and it gets easier as you go along.
You mentioned, right, when you in the studio, what's the studio session with Ramsey look like? What's the vibes? What do you do to really get in the zone once you're in the studio? What's the studio session what you look like?
A studio session with Ramsey is amazing. Everybody should love a studio session. I come in one prepared. Like, I take my studio session so seriously. Like, I don't like my time being wasted. I don't like when people play around too much. And this is a little like, people have a hard time taking me seriously. Well, young entrepreneurs, young singers, songwriters, seriously in general, because, oh, you're just young. Like, they don't expect a lot from you. I make sure I come in the building like, Ramsey, I'm the boss. This is what we doing. This is what I'm getting.
Talk your stuff, queen.
Yes, you want people to say like that you're professional. Like, this is what you want to do. But I'm just open to so many ideas in the studio. Like, you can record a song and have like everything that you want, and then we should add this, or we should add this, or this sounds good, or like we play around with beats, with just harmonies, guitars, and everything. It's such a great vibe. We talk, we sing, we pause, we eat. It's amazing. The energy is great.
What's the craziest performance or studio session, right, that you've ever had? Because it gets crazy in the music business sometimes, whether people playing with the equipment, a fan might have got a little too rowdy, the craziest experience you've ever had.
I haven't had anything too crazy. I know, like, meeting certain people definitely been crazy. I'm like, whoa, you're what? I know one time I was performing once, and so when we had rehearsal, we had like rehearsed with the track, and it was my performance. They had started at the part that we stopped at in rehearsal, and I was so confused. I was like, I didn't know we were starting from there.
Like, that's not what I had in plan.
Yeah, and I noticed the minute they turned on, I was like, this is not the beginning. But I think nobody really noticed. So that was the good part. But in studios, just recently I was in the studio and I met an amazing person. And so I love guitar. Everything guitar is amazing. And so he was in the corner just kind of doing his own thing. And he did this, I don't even know. And I was like, so I can't let y'all know. It's going to be a surprise. But he definitely had music. And he was definitely a part of it. So I haven't had anything too crazy, but in the future, maybe there'll be something else. So the answer to that question might be different in the future.
That's definitely dope, though, to when you just hit up a studio session and then you meet somebody there and really connect with them, whether it's for that session or y'all schedule something afterwards. But it's always dope, those in-studio connections that I made there. Okay, fresh enough. I see you. I feel you. I get it. But yeah.
Pro looking good.
That's definitely dope. You had, I saw this as well, that you were placed up for a whammy, right?
Yes.
A whammy. So tell me, when you got news that, you win the nominations for that, what was that like for you?
I was thrilled. Thinking about be nominated for 2 awards. I was like, oh my God.
Two piece.
I was really excited. It really sucks that COVID came in, so I can't really experience the whole award ceremony and everything. But I know they're still going on, and they're gonna say the winner is very soon. You know, just good luck to me that I get both up. But it was amazing. It just made me feel like I really have talent. People really think I'm talented. They love my voice, and I'm getting an award for it. So that award just means so much for me. You know, hopefully in the future I win a Grammy. So
Yes, aspirations. Yes, aspirations. Some of your biggest Black musical influences.
Lauryn Hill. I love Lauryn Hill. Her music is amazing. She is amazing. And if I met her, I probably would cry. I also love her. I see myself in her so much because not only is she Black, but also she sings and plays all these instruments. And that's exactly how I want to be. I want to play piano, guitar, drums, ukulele, saxophone, trumpet. Like, she just does it all. And that's so inspiring to me. So those are my two main biggest influences.
Playing all those instruments, it reminds me of like a Janelle Monáe or like a Prince, where you go to like a concert of theirs and you'll see just a plethora of instruments on the stage, and they literally hit every single one. Piano, saxophone, the drums, the bass guitar, electric, and it's like, yo, that right there is true musicianship, true showmanship, where it's not just about performing the record, it's about giving you an entire show at this point.
I love so much about Prince because not only did he sing, he was so good, like a great musician in every instrument. Like, it goes on and on. Like, that was the one thing that people really noticed about him.
That's real. That's real. Some of your favorite performances you've done so far.
Which is, I love every single one of them. Like, every single one of them had such a special meaning to me. Great energy each time. It was something different. So I don't think I really have a favorite one. I loved every single one. But I think if I had to choose, my favorite performance was definitely Runway Moms, because it was my very first. And I got my own dress made for me.
Sentimental.
It was definitely, I really loved that performance.
Saying that we live in an era where Black women are at the forefront of music now more than really ever. With like Meg Thee Stallion, as you mentioned, her, Summer Walker, Beyonce, and the list goes on and on, right? And hip hop and R&B, where Black women are really taking over, and that's something that's definitely been needed for a long time. So seeing all of them at the forefront like that, what kind of motivation does that provide you?
It motivates me to continue to do what I do as a young Black female artist, and to not let anybody make me feel ashamed of being a Black talented singer. They are so motivational and inspiring, and I feel like Black women are finally getting the recognition that they deserve in R&B, in any type of music, rap especially. Like, it is so important that we are putting ourselves out there, and it's just like such a big community. Like, it's just so like inspiring. They're so kind. They're so nice. They empower you. They encourage you to do the thing that you love, and that's just the main important thing, that we are Black women who are talented.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, air horns for that. It's really something where it's like, yo, because for so long you've had these Black women who are making incredible music, better than a lot of the male counterparts, right?
Yes.
If not on par. And it's like they're not getting the attention they deserve because of things like the misogyny and toxic masculinity that exists, not just in the business, but within the entire world. So to see now that turn, where it's like, nah, we really rooting for these Black women now more than ever, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. It's inspiring.
Industry especially, it's very male dominated. So it's definitely very inspiring, encouraging to see Black women in general, females, like wanting up on them. Like, it's our time to shine. Show us what we got talented, our talent, and showing us like what we had to offer. So it's really important.
When it comes to the content that you put out, what typically gives you inspiration, right? Like, where do you draw the motivation, inspiration to create some of these records?
I get a lot of weird, like, bursts of inspiration. Like, if I'm humming and I'm like, ooh, that melody sounded great. I'm going downstairs to write, Mom. Like, I'll be right back. Or if I'm playing around on the piano and I find really nice chords that I like, I'm like, ooh, this sounds nice. I'm going to make it into a song. It's just little things, really, like, somebody will say something. I'm like, what did you say? Like, that'll sound so nice in a song. Like, it's just
Just like JoJo. JoJo said that exact same thing. She'll be talking and then wait, stop. That's an idea. I see where
Yeah,
y'all faces. I see.
that is definitely JoJo.
I see. What would you say have been some of your favorite songs or covers that you've done so far?
I did a collaboration with my friend Neil. I've never done a collaboration with somebody on my song, so that was like my favorite one. He played the guitar, we're singing, it was all vibes. I've definitely do several more collaborations with people, but I think that was my favorite cover, Best Part by her and Daniel Caesar. I love that one. And my other favorite song that I've done is Adele. I just love her so much. She's great. Pacific is Chasing Pavements. I really love that song. But I'm the type of person who doesn't have a favorite thing when it comes to music. Like my favorite songs change every week. So I always.
Now I gotta ask, when the album coming? Because I know it's some kind of project on the way.
Yes, there actually are several projects.
Several, multiple, plural.
Yes. And I'm praying everything goes the way, but I am definitely releasing music. Great songs are getting all mixed up and everything. I will be back in the studio very soon recording more because all I do is write. Album, definitely wink, wink. Wink, wink. We on the way. EP, maybe an EP, a lot of singles.
Anybody at work. Anybody at work.
But I have to keep everything secret, but you guys will be really excited once everything comes together. Definitely.
I'm here for it. I'm ready. I'm ready to stream some more Ramsey. Again, I was up last night just like, you know what? Let me just play a whole bunch of Ramsey, right? And then I'm just listening. I'm like, dog, I got the singles and I like them, but now I need a full body of work. Like, I need that.
My memos, because I record a lot of the songs or like ideas that I have in my mind. Literally, I have like 300 and something worth of memos. That could be like, I don't even know how many albums. I don't even know how many albums. So I could really drop one.
How often do you get an idea and like start it, but not finish it? You just like put it to the back burner and then move something.
Half of those memos that I have, half of my notes are unfinished stuff, and I just have to come back to it. But it's like, once you could be in your headspace like, what's that one song I wrote? And then you go back to it and you finish it. It's like, oh, let's put it out there. So.
That's real. Especially you be like, and you be real hype about it too. You be like, oh yeah, I'm finna going. And then you like really develop and you get to a point and then you just stop and just move to whatever else. It's like, all right, next one, I'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
What would you say is the impact that Black music, Black art has on not just this country, but the entire world?
Black music, we all know, is like the source of all inspiration. It's like all other genres of music is inspired by Black music. It's like we created this. So that's that. I would say that. I think it's so empowering. It's just our thing. It's how we express ourselves and show our talent and who we are as people, so as Black individuals.
Can you think of a song or performance by a Black artist that made you really just fall in love with singing and with music altogether?
Oh, I have so many. So since Lauryn Hill is like my favorite person, her song "Peace of Mind," 7 minutes long. That whole thing is just amazing. Her voice is beautiful. Mm-hmm. The person on the guitar just really made it come on together, because I'm pretty sure it's a freestyle, because the way he followed through with everything, the way she just came up with no more words and words and words, it just makes you fall in love with it so much more. I can't explain like how much.
I feel you. I've heard the record. I feel you. I feel you. What would you say that of all the things that you want to do with music and in music, what are your biggest goals when it comes to music?
My biggest goals is to, since I'm already a songwriter, singer, and producer, to grow in those and to be more professional in that and more known, but also, of course, creating my own business. That's like really important to me for other young singers, young producers, young beat makers. Like, I feel like that would be so amazing for me to do, to bring up people whose talent needs to be out there, that needs to be shown. And then also just connecting and meeting so many people and like creating so much work. Like, I just want to be doing everything, honestly, when it comes to the music industry. Maybe learn how to dance or something.
I feel you. It's like, it's so much, especially you've been so young, it's so much you can do. Like, you think about, oh, I can do this over here, this over here. And it's like, when you think about it, all of that is true. There really is nothing that you can't put your mind to in college. It's just a matter of following through with it. You know what I mean?
You know, having the motivation and the dedication to do it.
Exactly. Because a lot of people have talent. A lot of people are gifted, but in this business, it's not just a matter of do you have talent. It's also, do you have a work ethic that matches that talent or surpasses that talent?
Mm-hmm. Because if you want people to see you and hear you, you have to put yourself out there. You have to stay making sure that you are working hard and you have the dedication to, because if you don't have the motivation to do it, you are not going to get what you want. That's why I think all the times, like, the more I stay motivated, the more people are going to notice me, the more I put myself out there. And I'm so happy from all the recognition I've gotten, all the things that I've been able to accomplish, all the things that I've done, all the experiences. It's amazing, and I can't wait to do so much more.
When it's all said and done, right, and you decide you want to put the mic down or put the pen down, what do you want your music to say about you?
I want people to know that I'm a real person. I feel things. When people listen to my music, they would never expect me to say the things that I talk about or, you know, sing about. It's just, we've all felt things. We've all experienced real things. And I want people to be able to connect with the things that I felt or the things that I talk about. And I want people to know that I am a little bit of a romantic, just a sprinkle of it. Ooh. But I'm very I'm very loving and very caring, and I have a big heart. And so everything when it comes to hearts and love, like, I have a weird mindset with it. So yeah. That's real.
I want to take, a little spin, right? Because this wasn't in the doc, and I held it out of the doc on purpose. So I want to play a game real quick where it's called Pick One. And I'm going to give you 3 to 4 options, and you have to pick one to delete entirely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's a reason I didn't put this in. I was like, yo, throw the curveball. This will be it.
Okay.
So first up, you got Janet Jackson, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu. Now leave it at that. One got to go. Entire catalog. Got to go.
Erykah Badu is great.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I didn't put it. I didn't want to give you time to think. Erykah, Janet, Lauryn Hill. One got to go. Entire catalog.
Like,
oh, Mom Duke's there. Hey, moms. Yeah, I made sure not to put this in the doc. Made sure.
So much about me and everything.
Hey, listen, Mom Dukes can come in the camera and help you out if need be. Because
it's Erykah Badu.
It's Janet, Lauryn Hill, Erykah. One gotta go, fam.
We're Janet.
Janet. Ooh. Why Janet?
Wait, no. Take the answer back. I think the answer back. We're going to say wait, this is hard. Why would you do this to me?
Just with the purpose. I had to make it fun. I gotta make it fun.
Why would you say Janet? Like, why are we deciding on Janet? Erykah Badu is the queen. Nobody can tell me different.
Erykah is the queen.
No. And I'm not one of them. Okay, well then, I think we're gonna stick with our answer.
Janet.
I know a lot of people gonna be mad at me.
Listen. I made this difficult on purpose because there is no right answer. Because it's like, yo, all three are phenomenal individuals who have all contributed to music. But that makes this fun because it's like it's hard to choose. Next one.
Who would you choose?
Who
would you choose?
I'm not answering. I'm not answering that question on this. What? Are you crazy? Why would I do that? No. Next one. You got. Let's make it 4. Let's make it fun.
Okay.
Her, Summer Walker,
Okay.
Normani, and Janae Aiko. Her, Summer Walker, Normani, Janae Aiko.
Normani's from. She used to be in a group, correct?
Normani, yeah, Fifth Harmony.
Yeah, she used to be in Fifth Harmony. Okay. All right, let's start with Janae. Janae, that's my girl. The toxicity that she be singing. Okay, the feelings, she's great. Summer Walker, she's been pushing so hard to get the recognition that she deserves now. She's finally getting it. She's been working for a while. Like, she got 4 Grammys. I think I'm gonna have to take out Normani. I think Normani's great. I just don't. She's very talented. I just don't think that she would definitely be up there with Summer Walker, Janae, and the last one. Her. So yeah, I mean Normani's great, but I think she has so much more that she can do, so much more that she can learn, and her voice can grow way more. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take her out.
Let's make this one fun. Tiana Taylor. I should have put her in the last one. Tiana Taylor, Tinashe. Man, what my playlist at? Because I'm trying to think of names with being hard and whatnot. Tiana Taylor, Tinashe. Yo, why am I blanking right now? I have a whole playlist of people here. Tiana Taylor, Tinashe, Ari Lennox, and Kalani.
Okay. Ari Lennox, she's cool.
I don't like the way you say Ari Lennox is just cool. I don't like that. I don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's Ashley from here. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ari Lennox, she deserves definitely way more recognition than what she gets. Definitely. She is a very talented person. Her song Shea Butter. Kehlani, her voice is so beautiful. Oh my God. Her music is great. The album that she just dropped was dope. Tinashe.
Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What you about to say? Don't do that.
Who was the last person again for me?
Who was it? Oh, Kalani. No, it was Kalani, Tinashe, Tiana, Ari Lennox. Yeah.
Tiana Taylor. I think I'm gonna have to take.
I know who you about to say. I already know.
Who am I about to say?
I'm about to say Tinashe. I know you about to say Tinashe. I know exactly who you about to say. I know exactly who you're about to say.
Yeah.
Understood. Tinashe, we love you. Let's that be clear, Tinashe. We love you. All right, let's throw in some mail. All right. Yes. Chris Brown. Right? Chris Brown.
I really like old Chris Brown. I really like his music.
That's a different conversation because that has the last 2 100-track albums been yeah, that's a different conversation. No, I'm not gonna do Chris because that's a cheat code. No. Black.
You said
who? Black. 6 Lack. Black. Party Next Door. Tory Lanez. And get one more person. Anderson .Paak.
6 Lack. His music good. 6 Lack. He's He's definitely, his music be like that, okay? Party Next Door, he's great. What? Party Next Door is a whole...
He's amazing. Love him.
Okay, who was the next two?
Party Next Door, Six Lack, Anderson .Paak, and who was the other one? I have such bad memory. I'm not even gonna hold you. Oh, Tory Lanez.
You said Tory Lanez. Okay. Well, Tory Lanez. Okay. But I like. Okay. He's good. There's nothing wrong with 6
You throwing out 6? No, not.
6 is good. He's good. But then, okay, Tory Lanez, we gotta keep Tory Lanez. We gotta keep him.
A man says she's throwing out Black, and I wholeheartedly feel offended. Black?
Okay.
Streets is done.
Okay, then we'll take out Anderson .Paak.
Anderson? Fam, what are you doing right, Anderson? Big Andy? My guy Ans? Mr. .Paak? Nah, you can't take out Anderson.
Okay, then who do you take out for the
Again,
Lanez?
why would I answer this question? There is no way. I'm not going to answer this question. You know this about me.
That was a hard one. You said not to take out 6 Lack, so I doubled.
The correct answer is no answer.
You would take out either Party Next Door or Tory Lanez.
First of all, I'm not taking out Tory. I probably would take out Party. I'm not the biggest Party fan. I will wholeheartedly admit Party's an amazing writer and an amazing musician and singer. Mm-hmm. Music, personally, for me though, don't hit me. Right? I'll probably go with Party. We're gonna close out with this last one. Let's make this one really, really interesting. Anthony Hamilton.
Okay.
Music Soul Child.
We keep it.
Anthony Hamilton, Music Soul Child, Genuine, and D'Angelo. Now she look to moms like, yo, moms, what we doing?
We're keeping Music Soul Child.
Now you gotta consult.
We're keeping that one. The short-term memory loss is really kicking in. Jesus. Okay, we have Music Soul Child, and then we have
Music Soul Child, Anthony Hamilton, D'Angelo, and who's my last one? Music Soul Child, Anthony Hamilton. Oh, and Genuine.
Genuine. Okay. We're saying that one? Look, they gonna be mad at me for the Anderson one, Mom. Yeah, we can't take out Anthony Hamilton because my dad will disown me. Don't got time for that.
I agree. That is definitely the wrongest of wrong choices to choose. Absolutely.
We're gonna go with Genuine.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. And I love Genuine. I'm not mad at that. I love Genuine. Genuine gave me him and Nas, UOE, and he gave me Pony. But I gotta stand Genuine. That's fair. That's fair. I'm really trying to give you a tough one where it's like,
He didn't mention Brent Fayez, Frank Ocean.
I'm not the biggest fan of Brent or Frank, so that's why I didn't. See, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because, I mean, if you want to get into a Frank Ocean conversation, Frank to me is...
Don't do that.
I mean, and Frank is amazing. I love Frank, but... and then Brent,
he's so different in a way. He definitely, I don't feel like he's your typical artist because he has a voice. His music is definitely like White Ferrari. We got Godspeed is the top. Like that song, it has so much. Cayendo is the song that he just sung in Spanish. He jumps. He can. It's just. He's different. He's different.
I agree. I think sometimes though, like his voice and his like sound being so different, sometimes I think it's like it doesn't connect with my ears. Because sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, this does sound dope, and then it's like it goes somewhere, and I'm like,
I definitely agree with that one.
yeah. But love them both. Love them both. Love them both. I'm really trying to give you a hard one where like you can't answer at all. Like I really am. I'm really mad that you've been able to find an answer out of all these. And I don't like that. Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Prince.
I gotta keep Prince up there. My mom will disown me.
Mike, Prince, Mike, Prince, Usher, and oh yeah, we're gonna make this fun. You gotta make it fun. Mike, Prince, Usher, Chris Brown. Mike, Prince, Usher, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Oh, it was just that easy, huh? Oh.
What? Okay. First of all, I don't know who would keep. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Chris. Chris is great. Don't get me wrong. I just don't feel like he is up there with Prince, in my opinion.
Up there with Usher to you?
No, with Prince. I don't see him up there with Prince.
Oh, nobody was ever up there with Prince. Yeah. But is he up there with like Usher to you? Because you said Chris really easy, and I would maybe thought it'd be like, Chris or Usher, who gotta go? Because we all know Prince and Mike stand. I
think I'm way more on the Usher side, so I'm gonna say.
All right, that's fair. All right, so we at like almost the hour mark. Is there any way before we leave I can get an Acapulco?
Of course.
I had to ask. Listen, I can't leave the viewers without an Acapulco from Ramsey.
Of course. Okay. What are we singing today, Ramsey? Okay. We're gonna sing a little Summer Walker.
Love it.
Ooh, where your love is at, but it make me feel better. I finally got you out my bed, but I still can't get you out my head. Ooh, I'm sending you one text at a time. I know you by your phone, so boy, pick up your line. I ain't too proud to beg, so what's been said has been said. And I need you to know that you don't know what love is, and I need you to know you don't know, and you don't know what love is. If you don't put up a fight, you don't know what love is. If you don't stay up all night, oh kid, you don't know what love is. If you don't let it go 1,000,000 times, and you say you know what love is, but I swear you've never seen it in your life. Ooh.
Oh my fam. One, you sound amazing as always. Two, I literally was just listening to like a bunch of Session 32 covers last night because that's one of like my favorite summer songs. And I'm like, yo, let me see who has covers of like this great song. And I found some. Fam! I love you even more for that. That was great. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we have had Ramsey Haynes on the show today. Ramsey, thank you. To my Dukes in the back, I appreciate y'all, entire family. Before you get out, right? I want to just you can have anything you want to promo before we get out of here. Anything coming up you want to speak on one more time? Social media, all that good stuff.
Yes, definitely make sure to follow me on all social medias at Ramsey Sings, and I recently changed it to Ramsey Renee, so you can also just find me with both names as well. To play all my songs that I have up, it's Strong Loving You, I'm So in Love, and Love Is a Game is out on all platforms, and I do have a lot of music coming up, collaborations.
Yes.
And I have a lot of other things going, so definitely stay tuned for that. But also, just to people who are also in the music industry and who are young like me, to make sure that you just keep working. Make sure you keep working hard. Definitely.
I love how you promote yourself and then left it with the inspirational piece at the end. True talent. Again, Ramsey Haynes, everyone. Thank you, Ramsey. I appreciate you, and I'm definitely looking forward to any and everything that you're about to put out there for us to listen to.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thank Rams.
Bye.
All right. So, good people. With the Rams like you gotta let go. I'm thinking you about to like. It's she left. Oh, okay. We're gonna keep this in, guys. We're gonna keep this in. And we're gonna play the theme song now, right? Because I have a theme song. That's what I like to play at the end and the beginning of my shows. Bring it back. This has been. Wait, let me get the mic. I say, this has been another edition of My Jack Baby. Listen, shout out to Ramsey Haynes. Shout out to the entire Haynes family. Make sure you stay tuned, because you never know who's finna come on the show next, alright? Every Friday, we drop it right here on YouTube and clips on Instagram. Make sure you stay tuned. And I'll see y'all next time. Damn!